and Canada versus Kenya. In the men's, will start us off first. Canada, they have a world ranking in 5-on-5 of 24 in the world. They're actually the highest ranked in the men's competition. Kenya, 34 is their ranking coming in. Also Scotland, who don't currently have a world ranking, and Sri Lanka, who have a world ranking in the 5-on-5 game of 53. They actually got the Asian place as the top ranked Asian team. Their ranking has actually dropped since that was decided. Now, my name's Dan Strange. Alongside me for all the exciting action is Martin Henlon. Martin, this stands to be oh so exciting.
Tell me about it, Dan. You know, never do you have the chance to say we're going to start with a clean slate. This is a sport that's never been at the Commonwealth Games, and any preconceptions you've got from watching 5-on-5 basketball, throw it out the window. For the men, the ball's a little bit smaller. For the women, the ball's a little bit heavier. All sorts of different things. The half court, 2-point and 1-point shots. This is going to be a wild ride for the next 5 days.
We mentioned world rankings in 5-on-5, but really ignore them, because as Martin has said, as we see Daryl Amondi of Kenya come to the floor, 25 years of age. He played in the Nairobi 3x3 in June. At the moment, he's all on his own. Now it's the Canadian Jensen White. Takes to the court.
See, Dan, it's so new, we don't even know how to get the players on the court. We introduce them one by one. This is the whole thing that's so relatively new for us.
It's the bearded king, number 6, Bikram Gill, comes on. Page follows him, number 13 for Canada, Adam Page, the forward, 22 years of age from Surrey in British Columbia. And then Alex Superman Johnson.
Yeah, this Canada team, there's a lot of hype about them, you know, and everything's up upside down. We said the technical meeting, they're introduced to players in number order. They threw that out the window. This is the joy, the beauty of this game, Dan. The teams are all focused on playing basketball the way it was meant to be. It's his rawest form.
Well, he's number 1, but he's been on twice. Daryl Amondi on court again. Following him, Larry Shavanga wearing the number 8 shirt, the number 8 jersey for Kenya. Then John Weegis saunters his way through the shot. Weegis will wear 13. Played in the Flat Earther tournament back in June and the Safricom 3x3 challenge as well. And following him is Fahim Juma, who will wear 34. He's 29 years of age and a rather small 6'7", Martin.
Well, here's the thing that normally, obviously size does make a difference on the basketball court, but this is very much where the strategy comes in. Some teams try to be taller so that they have players that can play multiple positions, but ultimately you need to have a smaller player, because if the game is tight down the stretch, you need somebody who can go one-on-one and get to the basket and get fouled.
Well, the coin toss decides. The winner can either choose the ball or possession if they think it's going to overtime. Luchi Kun and Marin Dodds Miklasik are the referees for this one. In terms of form, there's not much to tell you about between these two teams, but in terms of excitement and freshness in Commonwealth sport, welcome a historic day for the Commonwealth Games. 12-second shot clocks, 10-minute matches, first to 21. And if you get there before the 10 minutes is up, Martin, we get some time off.
Game's over. That's the whole point. They said it couldn't be more simple. Score 21 points, a combination of 1s and 2s, and that's it. Don't worry about block, charge, fouls, 3-second calls, backcourt. This is basketball the way it's meant to be. You get taught it in school, then you go to the playground and hang out with your mates, you choose teams of 3, and this is what you play. The thing is, we've reversed it a little bit. We've added a referee and even have a few rules. It's as easy as it's going to get. This is going to be an absolute blast.
That man has been oh so successful on the world tour. Bikram Gill, revolutionising the game, especially in India as well as in Canada. Jensen White and Gill, who switched shirt numbers late on in the competition. Welcome to the action. Kenya put the first shot up in Commonwealth game history, and it's Shavanga who misses it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Canada, probably one of the teams expected to perform at the highest standard. A little bit nervous to begin with. Get an easy bucket there for Gill. But one thing we need to remind as well, once the team score, the defensive team has to take the ball back behind the 2-point line before their offense is triggered. That's it. After that, this is going to be an easy game to follow.
Shavanga for him, Juma. Lovely little shot just on the turn, finds the one. It's one apiece.
One thing you will notice if you're a fan of 5-on-5 basketball is it's a lot more physical in the half-court 3x3 game, and the fouls are not called that you would normally expect to see.
Hitting hard on the outside, the backside of the rim. Gill comes in, just puts it in on the finger roll. Nice from him. 2-1 Canada. Canada, good defense from them, which as it was with the missed shot. Alex Superman Johnson fades away right-hand side, pop back in by Gill, doesn't make it.
Well, you can see already there's a slight experience advantage for Canada. They're spacing the floor particularly well, but their passing is not going the way they were expecting it to be. Kenya is by no means intimidated, and you can say they came here to play. So I say throw the stats out. We don't know. There could be upsets galore. We have no idea who's going to be lifting that gold medal next week.
It was Larry Shavanga with the first 2-pointer. Don't look away. Page comes in and gets the one in underneath. Immediately Kenya respond with an attempted 2. It doesn't go. Then is coming short and just taken away for a moment of calmness by Johnson. Page looks for 2, hits hard, comes out, somehow keeps it in. Johnson bounce pass and the breathless moment.
By Shavanga there to dive in to break that pass up. Something that you will notice very easily is physical conditioning is a huge part of this. It may be only a half court, but it does not stop. And so your physical conditioning is a huge important part of how this game develops.
Miss, big miss there from Jensen White. Long 2 missed, right-hand side. Mondi, whistle goes. Of course, one substitute for each squad, 4 members on each squad. So as you said, Martin, a lot of time on court, even though the games are only 10 minutes long. We've only had just shy of 2 minutes. 2 minutes now. Whistle goes again.
Yeah, there's your first shooting foul of the game. Jensen White slashing, and that was where the substitution let them down. So when Kenya made the sub, the players didn't quite know who was supposed to match up. Jensen White's open. Nice find from Johnson. Of
course, it's team fouls that are really important in 3x3. The first one going Kenya's way. Shots automatic when you get to 7, 8 and 9. And then shots on the ball. Beyond that, Superman Johnson jumps in for 1.
One big advantage Canada have got so far, Dan,
traveling,
is rebounding. They are dominating the backboards. They've already got 8 rebounds. Kenya's just got 3, and when you get a lot of rebounds, that means second chance opportunities. If we get shooting percentages here in this game, in 3x3, how many shots can I get up?
Well, there's 2020 cricket in these Commonwealth Games, but this sport is making 2020 look like a test match. This is rapid. Johnson spins, Bikram.
Nice pass. Wow, I'll tell you what, I never thought I'd see a 3-second call in this game, but that's what we got here. I said forget 3 seconds, that's what that turnover is.
3 points and 5 rebounds for Bikram Gill. He thought he might have an impact. Former Ball State University player who has had such an impact on the World Tour, and there he is coming in, trying to get the steal. Instead is Omondi with the jump shot. Page steals away though.
That's a shot they've got to make. If you want to stay competitive, you've got to convert the easy ones, and you've got to get some stops, and you've got to keep the Canada team off the backboards.
Jensen White steps the paint and makes it well. 6-3 Canada lead. Omondi, jump shot, backing away, fading away, finds the one.
Nice move by Omondi there, trusting himself to be able to make the shot.
Jensen White was almost all on his own, but across came Shavanga, making the foul, sending Jensen White to the line.
And one thing is, you know, normally you'd expect to see a whole bunch of slam dunks in 3x3, but because of the fatigue factor, guys want to lay the ball up.
Timeout called here. Each team can take a timeout during the game, and
Well, you know, and also we have 2 technical timeouts. So at 4 minutes and 7 minutes in each game, the timeout is taken. And this is our first technical one of the game. Chance to catch your breath and try and figure out what's going on. It's amazing. You look at, are we actually looking at the scoreboard? Oh my God, it's 6-4. It's like we had no idea.
First to 21, if we can keep score.
Well, but this is the beauty of the game, you know.
Exactly.
When you're playing pickup basketball, someone shouts out the score and then you forget about it and then the ball goes back in the basket.
Jensen White at the line, nails it, nothing but net from the number 5. Lovely drive from John Widjas.
That's a
makes
tight
the one.
move. That's a nice move from Widjas.
Page, eyes on the prize, fades away right hand side, bounces hard. Jensen White rapidly across and goes crunching into the advertising hoarding. Seems okay, luckily, but I think is going to take a breather for the game as Bikram Gill comes back.
One thing you've got to note as well, Dan, is the 2-point shots, they will come thick and fast for the simple reason that they're worth twice as much as obviously as a 1-point shot. You can double your score almost instantly.
Shavanga thought about the 2, decided against, outside the arc on Monday. Waits, bit of football. And there is a shot clock violation, the first we've seen so far. 12 seconds drifting away from Kenya.
Well, that's a natural thing to happen. And as frustrating as it is for Kenya, you'd rather have a 12-second shot violation than have a turnover or throw the ball and gift an easy bucket to Canada.
Bikram Gill posts up, so difficult to keep out of that sort of position. Johnson cuts him for the 1.
Well, they've got great chemistry already. You can see that between those 2.
Monday had a lot of Canadian player to get over the top of, and now there's a wrestling match and it goes Canada's way. Bikram Gill loves it.
Oh, referee saying the ball went out of bounds. Last touch by Kenya. And there'll be natural frustration for Kenya because they've missed some open shots and Canada will be getting some easy buckets. They're still in this game. They're only down by 3.
Juma tight on Gill. Page look one way, try to go round Juma. Juma defends well, nearly cleans up the ball, doesn't, and Page can try and put it away. Gets the call on the play with the 1 as well. A lead just stretching for Canada here.
Well, the weakness again, it's rebounding. You know, you get Page to make the miss. You cannot give up the easy follow-up there. Jensen White crashes the boards, gets it back, dimes off, and then you got the chance for a 2-point play. He misses the free throw. Kenya gets let off, but now they're starting to fall a little bit further behind every time.
Lovely.
Travel.
No basket, travelling called. Page gets a deserved sit down. Just rejoined the Fraser Valley Bandits in April after his time at university at the Alberta Golden Bears.
A foul called in there, Dan. They're calling Shabanga for the hold underneath. One thing in basketball, even in a tight court, you can't, as soon as you see a hand on a jersey, you're asking for the referee to blow a whistle.
5 fouls for Canada, 1 for Canada, 5 for Kenya. Jensen White again is grappled with.
Yeah, and that's the challenge is when the shot goes, you need to block out and then go get the rebound. What the Kenya players are doing is they're going to the ball without stopping the progress of the Canada players attacking the backboards. The Canadian players are bigger, longer, and slightly more athletic, and that's where it's resulting in a massive rebounding differential.
Johnson, automatic free throws, a 1 foul away for Kenya. As in, will go Canada's way if Kenya foul once more. That misses Johnson. Gill, hands on his head, livid with himself, couldn't find the pass.
Well, good pressure on the basketball there from Amonde, forcing Gill into a difficult pass. And it's interesting because Gill, although he's one of the bigger players on the Canadian team, he's almost taken on the point guard role. He's the one who's distributing the ball, looking for Johnson to be the finisher.
Turn from Widjas. Page.
And again, second chance opportunities.
What's the ball
Third, which means eventually they're going to get the score.
How did that not go in?
Because he tried to dunk it. Got to lay it up, I'm telling you.
Had a far easier chance go in. Went for the glory, missed it, but it's 10-5 Canada.
Nice
Juma
move.
puts that one away.
Nice move there. So this is blink and you miss it basketball, Dan. It happens so quickly.
points in the bag so far for Bikram Gill. Page misses. Juma misses as well. Comes back in, steps inside, finger roll, misses it, gets his own rebound, can't put it away.
And again, he's had 3 bites at the cherry there. Didn't get to the stone. Great defense though. That's another block shot. This Kenya team's battling. You know, it's a 4-point deficit. The thing that's working against them now is the clock. Only 4 minutes left. So they've got to get a run of scores, and you've got to make these layups.
There's just a replay of the cling film on the ring.
Well, sometimes the basket starts to shrink up. No excuse though, because they're playing with a size 6 instead of a size 7 ball. Just to explain that the basketball is slightly smaller than what the men would used to be playing with, but it's the same weight as what they're expecting.
Jensen White drives, tries to drop it underneath. I think to Page was what he was looking for. Now, technical timeout once more called. 3:57 left in the game. Canada 10, Kenya 6.
Yeah, just a reminder, the timeout comes after the first time the ball goes out of bounds, after 4 minutes and after 7 minutes. And it's a great chance for the teams to get a breather. For Kenya, they need to start. 2 things they've got to do is make the shots that they get the opportunities at, the easy layups, and they've got to block out. They've got to take Canada's second chance opportunities away. I'll tell you what's interesting, we've only got 1 2-point basket scored so far. Canada 0 from 9, but you can forgive that when you've got 17 rebounds.
Just a refresher, don't forget, inside the arc's 1 point, outside the arc is 2, 12-second shot clock. Jensen White looking for a way through the Kenyan defences. Shavanga follow him closely. Gill picks up the rebound, off the glass, misses. Kenya clinging on here, 4 points down. Darryl Omondi told which way to go. Tries to find a way.
That's great defense. That's just good defense. That was the right move.
Johnson, up and under and down it goes, and it's 11-6 now. Lovely from Johnson. Two shots because it's the 7th foul for Kenya.
Well, you're talking about Superman Johnson. I'm talking about the size of the players. This is where you have a guard on the floor. A guard like Johnson in a closeout game, he's got the ability to get to the basket and get fouled, as you've just seen there. And that's something a lot of the other teams will not have.
Searching for his 4th point in the game so far.
But you can see he's heaving and breathing. Look at that, the fatigue is clear. And for each team in the running game, every day will play, at least one day they play 2 games in the same day. Fatigue is going to come to the fore. Conditioning is going to be crucial.
Mondi slips, step inside from Juma, looks round the back. Overhead, shot clock violation. Well, it was entertaining, if not effective then.
So here's the thing, that a lot of these players, all of these players will be playing normal 5-on-5 basketball. So they're actually trying to change their game. The natural instinct when you get that position that Ajuma had is to pass the ball. But you've got to put it up. You've got to shoot the ball. You've got to back yourself to make the shot. And hope your team will go and get the rebound, which is what Canada is doing.
Page made it count for the 13th point, the number 13, and then put down by Shavanga to close the gap.
Well, Canada,
another 2-pointer for Kenya.
Yeah, the offensive foul. Great call by the referee. Gill there working down in the low post. He wraps his arm around the defender, and what we call hooking him. And the referee spotted that great spot on the baseline. So many times you'd miss that. I'll tell you what though, if Kenya, the only team to have made a 2-point shot, they've made 2 now. If they can get hot from 2 and get a couple of stops, they're right back in this. It's the clock that's working against them now. Nice pass, gotta finish, and he does.
Juma makes it 13-9. Kenya, as Martin said, chasing this one.
And they're growing in confidence. That's a strong finish. Jensen White is a finisher. Gill is a passer. Johnson is a finisher. And Page is a monster on the defensive end.
Page, right-hand side, in the corner, doesn't get it. Canada ball coming back, and the words from Omondi to Juma, just calm down.
And the thing to remember is every time the ball goes out of bounds, it gets taken out up top. There's no baseline out of bounds or sideline. Check it up and go to work.
Darrell finds Juma. Fahim Juma, good defence again from Bikram Gill.
And the problem with that is he gets his shot blocked. They've got less than a second left to shoot the ball. So you catch it. So right here, you've got to try and get it. Just shoot it straight up or take one dribble and a bounce. Let it fly.
0.9 on the shot clock. 2:03 in the game. Canada with the advantage. Doesn't go that time for Shavanga.
Well, what they're calling is a shot clock violation. The ball did not touch the rim within the 12 seconds. And that's why the referee's calling the shot clock violation. Now they've got another timeout, but this time it's been called by one of the teams. They didn't see who called it, but does it matter? They get one each.
But there's only, as we said, one per team, 2 technical timeouts. So there's 1 timeout left to take. And it now will come down to game management from Canada.
Well, this is where for Canada, there's 2 things they're looking at. We're up by 5 points and there's less than 2 minutes to go. We don't need to do anything crazy. We can just cruise out at 12 seconds, but what we don't want to do is let Kenya get a couple of 2-point buckets.
There's back to the court. Jensen White setting up the plate, taking the ball from Ormondi. Canada in the white, Kenya in the red and green. Gill, lovely little ball inside to Jensen White, but he didn't get body position. Johnson looks for 3, it rattles in and out. Jensen White claims a rebound well. Bikram Gill, and again Jensen White's there, but he can't claim the ball. Shavanga looks for 2, misses, overcooks it. Johnson up for Bikram Gill. Oh, slightly short of the alley-oop, but he put it away anyway.
That's a nice finish.
Now there's a clash between Jensen White for Canada.
Regis down hard. Well, I said this game was physical, but that's how physical it is. And you see, Regis just jumps up. He said, yeah, that hurt. The reason it hurts is because this floor's harder. The normal basketball court is made of wood and it's got a bit of give in it.
Oh, look at that.
But look at all the teams. Normally, when your teammate goes on the floor, you run over to help. They're like, hold on, let me just catch my breath. I'll be there in a minute.
Jensen
Good defense.
White, the shot wasn't there. Kenya have to look for 2s. There's only 71 seconds left in the game. Ormondi finds himself in close.
Travel turnover there. And again, this is a different mindset. Even if you know you're not going to score, you've got to get the shot up on the rim so we can go try hustle for offensive rebound. And that's what Canada's done well. They've got 16 offensive rebounds in this game. Kenya have just got 4, and that's the difference on the scoreboard.
Jensen White, no way to the basket, 3 seconds.
That's the second time they've called that. And you think 12-second shot clock, how do you get a 3-second call? You're allowed 3 seconds in what we call the painted area. And what you've got to do is get in and get back out. Jensen White went in, 1, 2, passed the ball and stayed there.
Ormondi trying to get creative. Nets it as well. Lovely 2 from him.
You love to see the comeback. And now fatigue kicking in for both teams. Canada just want to get this clock done.
Page puts it up.
Oh, an offensive rebound again. Canada's starting to believe all they've got to do is stroke a 2 rather.
Shavanga drives inside, pops it back to Juma, who didn't want the ball.
Got to shoot it. Well, the referee set a precedent. They've just called, they called a foul. They called a 3-second call once. They got to go the other way. And this is one of the things where you almost hope they don't call it.
Johnson, look at the pace. Lovely little touch from Shavanga, though. Put him off his stride, and Shavanga comes back and steals.
Ormondi's got the hard hand. He's got to shoot it.
Ormondi over the top. Buckets it for 15-12 with 15 seconds left.
Gill doesn't even really need to shoot.
Out to Johnson, looks for 2. Doesn't go. Page collects.
They've won this game just by the clock running out. Ormondi, get it off.
This won't count. The game is done and dusted. The first ever match in the Commonwealth Games of 3x3, and the crowd are thrilled. A hard-fought battle between Canada and Kenya, and it finishes Canada 15, Kenya 12. their confirmation of the score in Pool A. A vital win for Canada to start their campaign. Of course, the top team gets straight into the semi-finals. Second and third play off to make the semis. Fourth can't make their way.
I'll tell you what, man, neither team right now is thinking about finishing top of the group. They're saying, I need to go get some rest. They're like, wow, they didn't realise it was as tough as this.
0% from 2-point shots for Canada, 0 from 15, and they still won the match. 48% from inside, 32 rebounds to 17.
Well, if you're getting 2 rebounds to 1, that means even though they couldn't make a 2-point shot, they're getting twice as many shots as the opposition. And the final score, 15-12. So that's where they didn't make those 2s. And then the clock ran out and saved Canada.
Well, it was fast, it was frenetic, as we predicted. And it was very, very close indeed. Canada with the early lead, but Kenya came back in. Shavanga from outside the arc. Page, who performed so well, the youngster, getting inside, couldn't put the shot away. Jensen White found him, and he drew the and one. With Canada 9-5 to the good. Kenya getting into foul trouble. Bikram Gill flapped it in and out, and then away it went again for 10-6. Jensen White missed. Page came in to secure at 13-6. And then a lovely 2. Kenya, though, could not control the game. Canada could. Jensen White kept them ticking along. And it finished in the end. Canada 15, Kenya 12. Enthralling. A great start here in Birmingham 2022. The Smithfields market as it was. And that leaves Canada top of the pile. 1 win from 1 match, 15 points to 12. Kenya did themselves oh so proud, and I'm sure with matches to come for them against Scotland and Sri Lanka, we will see a lot more from that exciting outfit. However, as Martin said, they'll be going away for an ice bath to recover and recuperate.